Hit him with that, I am aware now how everything's gonna be fine.
According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
I bet. So at 2:55 p.m. At 2:55 p.m. there was an impact. And that's when it broke.
However, there's one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor.
No, I don't have any thoughts. I don't know. Hit him with that fucking...
I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum.
Gosh, she has huge titties, by the way. Oh my god.
If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
Who or what? And I didn't get a chance to save. I want to say it was Doug. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. Just so I don't have to like reread all that shit.
Well, Your Honor.
I believe that the only thing that is snapped is the mind of the defense.
That was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
Okay. Alright, hold on. Oh, I didn't fucking lose any health for that? Okay, bet. Okay, in that case... is this fucking Dahlia? What? They said who or what? I'm just gonna like present the fucking thing. I legitimately have no idea. I actually don't fucking know. Like, literally? Oh, shit.
The defendant's testimony?
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that...
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
What?
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion, and it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
Objection. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See that umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense, and that the victim was electrocuted.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
Order in the court!
The lamentations of my enemy, how I've longed to hear them.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have done it.
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation She said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
What the?
What you got to say, girl?
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge.
Of course it's all right. Just go ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
I will say, I know she snaps at some point. I don't know what voice I'm gonna do for that shit. Because, like, I don't know what she sounds like. You know what I mean? Like, her obvious little fucking...
The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice.
Like, that's different than what I need to do.
The first time it was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
I don't believe you.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away?
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
We'll do our best, I guess. So, we need to press every statement. So, you're supposed to twice.
Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't say the moment he pushed Dougie.
I know. I'm sorry. I just wanted to protect Feeny.
So that's why you basically lied to the court.
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge?
Yes?
Would you please forgive little old me?
Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury.
Oh, come now, it was just a little old white lie. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, all right?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all.
The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm gonna break your fucking kneecaps. Really? Oh my god, even the fucking, I got an achievement for that shit. Even the achievement was like, beware Mr. Judge. That's crazy.
You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Oh, really?
She wants to know.
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed.
So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold?
Miss Faye, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering this witness!
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive.
And what happened after that?
Oh my god.
That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of the leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
Oh, hold on. 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 I feel like I need to present that. Yeah. Because if he died at 3, then how the fuck did that happen within 5 minutes?
That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
So she's been in a fake relationship with this guy for 8 months. Probably given sloppy toppy for 8 months to a guy she does not like. For reasons we're about to find out here soon eventually.
It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Fay.
Got fucking water on my shit before I spilled.
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered the power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m.
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doc Swallow.
Order! Order in the court!
Objection! This is nonsense! The real murderer?
Objection! Even you can't deny the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Objection! Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer.
Miss Fay, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer?
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready.
Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you speak, Miss Fay. Now then, Miss Fay, let's have it. Who is the real killer?
You already know. Look at her and her fucking... Ah, she's so cute, dude.
It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne!
How can you?
Objection! The defense is grasping at straws!
10 minutes passed between the time this cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you.
Order! Order! Miss Fay? What? I mean, why, that is to say...
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
How can you say something so mean, Madam Fay? I didn't do anything.
Miss Fay! This is a very serious charge!
Who's that?
Hold it! Your Honor! Please, I have something I want to say! Achoo!
You do? What is it?
Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record!
What the? Are you daft?
You're totally wrong, Miss Fay! Dolly, she couldn't do something like that!
Mr. Wright! Get back in your seat! Bailiff! Grab that man!
Leave my Dolly alone!
Yo. Sigh, that boy. Who said that? Oh.
That boy has gotten himself in way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report of that incident in your newspaper clipping.
Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You'd better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
What? What?
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, I
May I interrupt you for a minute, Mr. Prosecutor?
Ah, don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously
Hold on. Oh my god, fucking Phoenix gave me his cold. Holy shit.
of killing my sweet doggy?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
Objection! I told you that you should let me handle this, you dumb fuck. Sorry, please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
Oh my god, fucking sneezy over here. Fucking sniffy. Oh, fucking sniffy, dude. The answer
To that lies somewhere in this police report. It must.
Oh, I gotta show off my fucking arms. I'm gonna go take a piss and fucking wash up. Alright, we're back.
8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet.
It's a little fucking questionable, my guy.
Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne
For further testimony? What about?
about the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Objection! What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct?
Little fucking jiggle physics on her boobs. This isn't 2D, she has jiggle physics on her tits.
Well, I have evidence to suggest that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
I kinda have to poop. I might have to poop before this fucking ends, too.
Very well then, the court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
No, literally, because they put her to death if she's the murderer. They kill murderers in this game. That's why murderers don't come back in sequels, fun fact. That's why you never see, like, the same guy killing. It's like, oh, he got out. Like, because they fucking kill them. They literally murder them. Like, all of these are fucking, like, to the death trials.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think.
I was gonna say, why is that green? Can I, like, refute that? It's probably gonna make fucking Mia sick.
Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court.
Oh, that was fucking Phoenix talking.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her!
Okay, so hold on. Hold on. We got some new evidence I need to check in the court log. So let's check that out. Oh shit, so Diego Armando was her boyfriend. Was Mia's boyfriend. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Race supposed to provide the coffee cup. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna press everything. And I'm not gonna read everything just cause like they do not call him the Great Judgini, by the way. They do not call him that shit. So yeah, I'm not gonna read the details of pressing her. I wanna keep pressing. Now we press her on the paper she was writing. Alright, hold on. So what does it say? Oh! 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 I fucking glazed over that!
Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
Objection! Well, what is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Fay?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne!
What?
To Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, that sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago!
Oh, order! 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 This is unbelievable! It's true then! The loveliest rose can hide.
Objection! Miss Fay, that's not fair! You can't slander my witness with unrelated facts! I, Winston Payne, will not allow it!
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh? Me too.
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia! Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. My ass burns. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Shut up about your butt, man. Shut up about your fucking ass. Hemorrhoids are in your butthole, by the way. It's not his fucking cheeks, it's his ass. His butthole.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that was lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
Fucking bullshit! You were dating a pharmacology student, you dumb fuck.
So that happened. So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from my witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Ha ha! Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
God, my fucking throat's getting fucked up. This might be the last episode of the night. I don't know. Okay. So why the fuck were you meeting him? Yeah, what could you two have possibly been talking about?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
Okay, so you were being interviewed regarding another case. And will not tell us what the incident was, which has nothing to do with the case. Alright, go on. So you left your seat for a moment. Why? You taking a shit? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop. Yes, she does. She poops with that ass. Fuck it.
The police have already looked into the matter. She does in fact poop. They inspected thoroughly.
Special kind of poison. Almost impossible to detect. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and present that. Fucking obvious.
You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you.
What? What do you mean you don't believe me? Fucking bullshit.
Bet you don't!
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology!
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You!
No!
Order! Could it be?
Objection! That's nothing but a baseless accusation.
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Proof? She got me good with that.
Provide some evidence, or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye.
Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia in the entire courthouse, and yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
You're going to accuse the young lady of committing murder? Then where is the container?
Alright. I know what the fuck it is. It's right there.
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone who had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
Objection! So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The day the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th. The very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Order in the court!
Objection! On behalf of Dolly, I object!
Mr. Wright, control yourself!
I won't let you bully her like this!
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat!
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her!
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway?
Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me, too.
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not madly in love, was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me.
Please give it back now.
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
Yo, what a reveal. But unfortunately, we're about 30 minutes. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.